Hey everybody, welcome to WP EasyCart. In this video tutorial, we're going to walk through our new option set system, and we're going to take a look at how to do price changes in a little more detail. This is kind of a follow-up video to our first one. If you're wondering how to use option sets, which are option sets like this on a product, how to create those, I have another video you might start there and look at on just how to create option sets. This video we're going to specifically look at how to do price changes with these option sets. So it's a little bit more specific, more of an intermediate video. We also have another video if you're curious about conditional logic. So if you happen to jump into one of the other videos, just know this is kind of going to roll in with those. So let's take a look at how to do price adjustments. I know this is very popular. People want to have a product. They want to change the price based on user selection and then let them add it to a cart. So it gives them a way to customize the product, plus it allows you to give different kind of upsells and different kind of variations to them. So let's take a look at how that happens. Now I've got a basic product here. This is that coat. You can see I've got it live here on the site. It's got one option set, small through extra large. Okay, maybe you want to have the extra large cost a little bit more. So if I come down through here, you can see I've got variations. These are my product variations right here. They let me control individual inventory. And then we also have modifiers here. And so I'm going to talk about those two individually. So first off, the product price is right here. It's at $169.95. So I'm going to copy that. And you can see if you have variations, you can give each variation individual prices as you want. And maybe I want to change my extra large to be $10 more. Okay. And so if I do that, let's go ahead and come back over and refresh my product. You can see as I flip through these, I can change the price when I get to my extra large. So it jumped up $10. Okay, and if I go back to just a large or a medium, it drops back down to the regular price. So this is a very rudimentary, easy way if you're using variations to change product pricing. So let's take a look at another method. Let's take a look at conditional or your modifiers down here. You can see I don't have any, but let's say you want this coat to have size, and maybe you want to have some custom embroidery on it. Okay, and that's going to cost a little extra money. So I'm going to create a new modifier, and I'm just going to make it a combo box because it's nice and easy. Let's just call this embroidery. Do you want custom embroidery? And I'm going to create the modifier, and no, I do not need embroidery. And you can see no price adjustments. This is where I could set a price adjustment. I'm going to go ahead and leave it as no because they said no. And I'm going to create another one, and I'm going to say yes, I need custom embroidery. And maybe this one is going to change the price. Maybe you charge $15 for custom embroidery. So I can put in a price adjustment of $15 for yes. And I'm going to say create and close. Okay. And so now you can see I have this modifier for embroidery on there. Okay, let's take a look at what it looks like. So now I've got two options. First one is my variations, so I can go, maybe they want a medium, or maybe they want the large. Okay, this is the extra large, it's $179. Do you want the embroidery? You can see it also shows the increase or decrease of this option, so the user is kind of aware of what's going on. And if they choose no, that's fine, it doesn't change the price. But if they choose yes, it's going to adjust the price by 15. Now it's going to do that based on whatever this first one was. So there's a lot of logic here happening when you do price adjustments. Okay, if I drop down to a medium, you notice it doesn't go back to 169. It adds the 15 that's here in this option set. Okay, So that's an easy way to do price adjustments. If I come back here to embroidery, I can click the three little buttons here, and if I edit this, it's going to take me to our advanced option set manager. Okay, so realize that once you've created a modifier, you can edit it. Just know that it's coming over here to your advanced editor, and this is where you can adjust, what type of option is it. And I can also go into the option item, and this is where we have the yes or no. Okay, and this is where you can customize your options, and you can see I have a base price adjustment on the yes. So if you ever need to go in there and readjust that, you can. This is where you can come in and you can say it's a basic price adjustment, but we also offer some others. For example, you can override the whole entire price. You can have a one-time price adjustment, or you can have a product price multiplier. So maybe they pick an option and you want to have it double or triple or quadruple. You can have it multiply out. The other really neat feature here, kind of on the same lines as price adjustments, is you can actually adjust the weight. So maybe this is going to increase the weight by 1 pound or whatever unit you're using. We can actually adjust the weight of it as well. So that might affect things like live shipping rates, or if you have weight-based shipping, you can have it adjust as well. And you can see that it's changing the weight by 1. So that's how our option sets can drive price, and they can actually get really pretty complicated in terms of your setup and what you're doing. Okay, basic ones here on your variations. This is just modifying the actual base price. Okay, so kind of think of these as override prices. And then down here you have modifiers, and you can have a lot of different modifiers and they can continue to change the price. It doesn't have to just be one. It can continually change. This one might change 15, and then you could have a whole nother set here and it could change it again and again and again. As an example, okay, in this, let's say you're going to have another one on here. I don't have one built, but you could throw another one on here and have more adjustments. The nice thing about these is you can also have conditional logic. For example, something like embroidery, you may want to actually give them a text field to add their name. So for example, let's please enter your name, and I'm going to go ahead and put some conditional logic on this, and I'm going to hide it if custom embroidery is not yes. Okay, so this is going to be hidden. And I have a video on conditional logic if you're kind of curious a little bit more about it. But now this is going to be hidden, and I'll show you what I mean over here. So let's refresh our product. Okay, so the user can come now and select, let's say they select a medium. Do you want custom embroidery? Yes, I do. And now the name field pops up and they can type in a name. Okay, so that can drive that other field with conditional logic. It makes for some really neat forms. When you add in price adjustments like this, it gives you a highly configurable product when you're doing so. Now, one little caveat here I will say is you can oftentimes try to do too much with a product. You can try to drive too many products and too many choices all into one product. It makes it highly configurable, but sometimes it gets to a point of no return, and it's better to break it out into individual products. Okay, you start to get to a point where this just needs to be a whole new item. It makes it simpler for the user. It makes it simpler for you to keep track of. But it is there. It's really a powerful feature, and I would say our option set system in EasyCart is probably one of the more complex tools and more powerful tools that we offer within our system. So hopefully that makes sense. A couple different ways to change pricing, both here in the variations and in each modifier can change the price. So again, if you want to learn more about these options and variations, you might check out our first video, which is just how to create option sets. It's kind of a primer to this. And we also have a separate video on just conditional logic. So if you're curious, check those out if you want to learn more. We also have some help documents as well. Thanks for watching.